This is the Carrington Hollister Show, Unfiltered, for Sunday, August the 9th. And yes, I did say that I was going to post a video on, violence in America on October 29th. But, something happened in my local city that, kind of pissed me off. No. Let's address the elephant in the room. So we all talk about Black Lives Matter, which all lives matter. Regardless if you're black, white, Hispanic, etc. All lives matter. No Black Lives Matter because Black Lives Matter just make things worse. So why you going around protesting? But something just hit home. In the previous video, I talked about Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, all of them got, killed by cops. Don't get me wrong, I love cops, I respect the cops. Hell, in fact, I was going to my bank before I was going home, and local policewoman just stopped by, bought me 2 bottles of life water. Told me to stay hydrated. And to this very day, yeah. Please excuse the noise in the background. But, excuse me. But, here is where things go south. A week ago, 2 weeks ago, my lights went out. Because the prison, my local state prison, just had a riot. Right here where I stay in my city. And then, former, corrections officer of that same prison, because said that, they're short of COs. Okay, why? Because, they're short staffed. I mean, hello, my sister worked there, but, she had to go due to maternity leave and all that. So, lights went out. Then, of course, there's a riot out in the prison, and then there's fire, etc. They still trying to figure it out to this very day. GBI went out there, and, but that's just the potatoes of the story. The meat of the story is yesterday, literally a week later, less than a week later, you got you got the cops out there, local cops, shooting up a 9-year-old and I think 12-year-old, and a 15 and 16-year-old just got charged with possession of a firearm, under the age of 18, which that's dumb. Why? And plus driving without a license. First off, if you drive without a license, you idiot, don't let the law know you driving without a license. I mean, that's a bone-headed move right there. Bone-headed move. Driving without a freaking license right there in front of the fucking cops. That's what pisses me off. But, these are kids. Well, your kids should know better. Yeah, I understand the cops, shouldn't do what they do, going around shooting up folks' heads and stuff. At least he didn't miss the bullet, but 3 shots, into a 9-year-old's fucking head. I hope, God forbid, I hope he survived. But this is the problem we have in this country today of ours. Black Lives Matter, but when Black Lives Matter takes to a whole nother extreme, I'm gonna tell you something. All lives matter. I don't care if you fight me in the comments. I don't care. But all lives matter, regardless if you're black, white, Hispanic, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, German. I don't care. All lives matter, darn it. There is no reason in God's green planet that there should be all this stuff going on and nobody ain't taking no account of whatever. Yeah, the two cops that caused the issue yesterday, they got administrative leave. Uh, yeah, that's obvious, but at the same exact time, these two, the driver, 16, 15-year-old, the driver, darn shouldn't be driving out a goddamn license. Hello. If you go driving out a license, at least, don't do it not within the presence of cops. Okay? Don't do it in the eyes of the law. I'm not, promoting, hey, drive without a license. I'm not promoting that, because you always gotta have a license or ID just to say, hey, I'm driving around in the car. But at least, show some decency, and say, hey, that cop's on an angle, man. Maybe he was driving erratically. Yeah, that's probably what it was. He was driving erratically, so, And as for the firearm, first off, you're not even licensed to carry. So why would you be a dumbass and carry a gun, a weapon? That's because this the problem. This is a problem right here. You won't. Well, Black Lives Matter won't. All the cops be shot up. Hey, I'm not with that. Oh, Black Lives Matter. I'm not with that garbage. I respect my cops. And I always say this, if you respect your cops, they'll give the same exact respect you get that they get in return. So for them to say, hey, police brutality, defund the police. Why you want to defund the police? I mean, if you want to defund the police, then that's you add more fuel to the fire. If you defund the police, that lets you know you don't give two flying Februarys about blowing this city up, blowing up the country. Heck, I support Donald Trump going around and sending out the National Guard where he can put some control back to the cities, put some control back to the way it was before this Black Lives Matter mess gone out of control. I support Black Lives Matter if they stop this foolishness. But Black lives don't only matter; all lives matter, including Black Lives Matter. So why you? What's the deal here? What's the deal? And if you wasn't running from the cops, they wouldn't have to shoot you in the back. If you wasn't running from the law, they would have to shoot you in your body extremities. If you wasn't resisting the fucking law, they didn't have to use excessive force. So they is within their right to use excessive force if you act a donkey. If you act a donkey, okay, it is within their right to use excessive force. They is within their fucking right to do whatever they please to get your behind in line. I don't support this craziness of blowing up businesses, destroying businesses, going around folks' homes, blowing folks' heads off, going around terrorizing people who, won't change in this country. Going around, terrorizing and harassing people who want the who want this country to be back on track. I don't go around supporting that mess, and you shouldn't either. Black Lives Matter is nothing but a joke. It's a joke. Black Lives Matter is a joke. If you're gonna mess around and do all these sort of things that would not benefit to the country, then that movement is a joke. And it's nothing but a joke to me. Hate me? Go in the comments, say what the hell you please. But I'm gonna sit here and tell you the truth. It's a joke. Every time I turn on a dang television, Black Lives Matter, I just say, Lord have mercy. What these people got going on. They're not even people, by the way. They just barbarians. They barbarians. Because a real fucking human said, hey, let's stop this foolishness. Let's stop the looting. Let's stop the blowing up the businesses. And let's stop destroying folks' livelihoods and do something positive about it. And as far as defund the police, no, how about we refund the police every dime of our tax dollars? How about we refund them every goddamn dime? Cause they the ones that keep this country from going haywire. They the one that keep this country going south. They the one that keep the local, state, federal, and and municipal locations we're going south. If things go awry, if we don't have no police, things will continue to go awry. This so the protest is just basically people just getting up out there, racing their breath because the protest is pointless. I'm just gonna sit there and tell you the protest is just straight up pointless. If you go out there causing more harm than the cops are, then they have within every right to use excessive force. Carrington, you idiot. I'm an idiot. How about you an idiot for just saying defund the police? How about we refund them? How about we refund the police as much as we got? How about we go out there and tell an officer, hey, you're doing a good job protecting this city. Hey, how about you go tell a sheriff or a deputy, hey, you're doing a good job protecting this county. How about you go out there and do that? Instead of saying defund the police and just blowing their brains out. Because they have families too. They human as much as you are. They just as human as much as you are. So how about you just go out there and tell a police officer, hey, you're doing a good job protecting this from bad guys. How about you go tell the sheriff or the deputy sheriff, hey, you're doing a good job protecting this county for bad guys. Because these Leos didn't have to do that. Oh yeah, they had to. They are there to protect and to serve. Well, you watching the news, KMT? Yeah, I've been watching the news, and the news is nothing but a bunch of garbage. Every time I watch the news, I said, Lord, have mercy on these clowns going out there protesting to blow the brains out of these cops' head. The very people who go out there and protect us from these bad guys fucking up this city, or fucking up the country, or fucking up this county. I'm sorry for using sorry for using profane terminology, but I'm just beyond pissed off to see that defunding the police ain't gonna do nothing but have y'all going around blowing folks' heads off again. So, call me whatever the hell you want to call me, but at the end of the day, I'm going to tell the truth. At the end of the day, I'm going to tell it like it is. If you don't like me for it, unsubscribe. I don't care. But those who like what I say, you could always feel free to subscribe and or comment and or send me and become a patron on Patreon. If you like what I say, then feel free to subscribe and or comment, and of course become a patron on Patreon. I do have a Patreon just now, so. And then, yes, I did say that I was going to do something like this in October, but if I do get 100 subscribers. But sadly, I'm not there yet. But I have literally 19 more subscribers. 19. I need at least 19 subscribers. And hell, October is right around the corner. About a month, less than a month to go. Then October right around the corner. Then I could just post videos as much as I please. But hey, what do I have to lose? What do you have to lose? And if you can, go out and vote in November. Go out and vote in November. Keep Joe Biden out the White House, because if he's in the White House, Lord have mercy on this country. Because the way things about to go down in this very country, if Joe Biden is president, Jesus Christ, all we can say is Lord have mercy, and let's keep the Donald in the White House, where he can keep doing a good job, where he can keep keeping this country great again. Let's make this country great again. And again, in conclusion, feel free to subscribe and comment, please. And and like this video. If you don't want to like it, that's fine. It's a free country after all. If you don't like it, oh well. That's fine as well. And again, become a patron on Patreon. I mean, I might put a link to the Patreon. Hell, I might put a link on every last Patreon I have. So, till then, this has been the Carrington Hollister Show Unfiltered for Sunday, August the 9th. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Signing off.